will take care of the coins, the notes will take care of themselves. My name is Irene and this is Hairy Lifestyle. Here we are all about a healthy, wholesome lifestyle that is simple and affordable. All over the world, we are facing tough economic times. Here in Kenya, we are going through an election year and we are facing so much inflation. Things have never been as expensive as they are. And it is in this season that we need to be prudent about how we spend our money and how we shop. So in this video, I'm going to be sharing with you 18 things that I no longer buy. Number one on my list is obviously yogurt. I've showed you how I make my own homemade yogurt, so I no longer buy yogurt from the shop and I save a lot of money doing that. Number two, my homemade body butter and hair butter. I've also showed you on this channel how I make my own butters, and by doing so I save a lot of money. Now all the ingredients that I use to make my homemade body butter and my hair butter, I buy them wholesale and I stock them up with me, so I'll probably shop once or twice a year and I'll have all these ingredients in my house and use them when I need to. So I save money by making the butters for myself and also by buying the ingredients wholesale. Number three on my list, homemade granola. I have also shared this video with you of how I make my own homemade granola. Not only is it healthy, it is so tasty and I get to save a lot of money doing this. I also ensure that I look for my ingredients wholesale and from cheaper vendors so that I save as much as possible when making my own homemade granola. Number four, office lunches and office snacks. This is a way that you can save a lot of money because these things can get very, very expensive. I have learned to make my own meals and carry them to the office, ensure that I have a fridge, I have a microwave, everything I need to heat up my food and enjoy it from the office without having to buy it from anywhere. Number two, I also practice intermittent fasting. That means I don't eat the whole day. I don't eat 3, 4, 5 meals a day. I'm only eating 1 or 2 meals, and this has been a great way for me to save money. Number five, spices and condiments. I've showed you on this channel how I make my own tomato paste. I've also showed you how I make my dried herbs, how I make my garlic, ginger, turmeric paste. All these things come in handy for me to use as well as save money. I don't need to buy them from the shop. I also buy my ingredients from the market, and hey, by doing that I'm also saving more money. My spices I like to buy from spice shops where they sell to you the quantities that you need. Spice shops tend to be way more cheaper than buying your spices from the supermarket. Number six, drinking water. I no longer buy drinking water. I have installed a water filtration system under my sink, and therefore the water that I get from the city council is filtered, and that is what we use. We spend a lot of money on drinking water when we are buying it bottled. Each bottle of about 20 liters goes for 400 or 500 shillings. So I save a lot of money by not having to buy drinking water. Number seven on my list is charcoal. I no longer buy charcoal from the estate. When you buy charcoal from the estate, you're probably paying 100 shillings for every mkebe of charcoal. What I do is when I travel out of town, I make sure I buy one of those huge sacks of charcoal, and they go for about 1,000, 1,200. It is such a big saving when you compare buying your charcoal from the estate where you're buying 1 mkebe of charcoal for 100 bob. I also like to buy briquettes. Briquettes tend to be cheaper. When you buy especially 25, 50 kgs, the more kgs you buy, the cheaper it becomes, and they burn longer, not to mention they are healthy for the environment. So I no longer buy charcoal from the estate. Number eight, cooking oil. I have not completely eliminated buying cooking oil from the supermarket, but I'm well on my way there. I have showed you on this channel how I make my own homemade lard, and it is yummy. The other day I made lard using herbs. Ooh, and that was such a game changer when you don't want to get that smell and that taste of lard. So I no longer buy as much cooking oil as I was buying, and hopefully I'll stop buying cooking oil altogether. Number nine, groceries from the estate. I do not like buying groceries from the estate. They tend to be 3-4 times more expensive than going to the farmer's market. So I ensure that I go to the farmer's market every once in a month or every once in 3 weeks to buy all my veggies and all my needs. You know, everything I need to buy from the market, I buy from the farmer's market. Number 10, butter from the supermarket. I personally love butter because I know it's a healthier option to margarine and anything else that we might use. But from the supermarket, it is so expensive. I found a vendor online who sells a kg of butter for 900 shillings. That's where I buy, and I buy it in bulk. By bulk, I mean buying about 1 kg that is packed in 250 grams. That is easier to use, and of course, I'm saving a lot of money by buying butter this way. Number 11 is gym membership. I've showed you on one of my videos my home gym setup. I always love to work out from home. I can access so many workout plans and so many workout programs on YouTube and online. There are so many, you'll be spoiled for choice. But even with my home gym setup, once in a while I would want to go to the gym so that I can get a trainer and get motivation. But I've realized that costs me so much money. So now I'm not paying for any gym membership. I'm just going to be using YouTube for all my gymming and all my exercise needs. Number 12 is cleaning items. I'm talking about detergent, liquid soap, hand wash soap, bleach, all these items. I make them for myself, and when I don't make them for myself, I buy from my sister who, makes for herself and sells to others. Support your person, support your family. I'll share that video one of these fine days. Now, when it comes to detergent, I like to buy my detergent in bulk. That is a 10 kg pack that I usually buy. It's an industrial detergent, but it works very, very well for me. It has never disappointed me. It's so much cheaper than buying detergent in the 1 kg or 2 kg packs. So for detergent and cleaning items, I no longer buy those things from the supermarket. Number 13, I feel like I'll be judged for this one, but this is perfume. I no longer buy perfume, what we call designer perfume and high-end perfume in this country, because most of the time it's actually knockoff. What do I use? I use refill perfume. Yes, here I am. I use refill perfume, and I admit it. I go to town and I buy refill perfume. And not only do I buy refill perfume, I buy refill perfume in bulk. When you buy 50 ml of refill perfume and you buy 3 different types of them, 3 different fragrances, you get it at wholesale prices, and that is what I do. This girl loves to save some money. So not only am I buying refill perfume, I'm also buying it at wholesale prices. I've had people leave Kenya and go to other countries abroad, USA, and talk about how our refill perfume smells and lasts way longer than any designer perfume that they use. So call me cheap, but I use refill perfume. Number 14 is school snacks, and this one I can only thank the school that my kids go to, because none of these schools require my children to carry snacks. Now, we were in other schools where we used to carry snacks, and this was a major headache for all the parents because of the amount of competition that comes between the children. When you see somebody carrying this, you go and give your parents pressure because you also want to carry the same thing. School snacks are a pain, and I wish all schools would eliminate this whole story of carrying school snacks. So I'm very happy that I no longer have to pack for my children snacks to go to school. Everything they need to eat is provided for by the school, and that is such a major saving for us as a family. Number 15 is school transport. Yes, I've talked about this before. I'm no longer spending money on school transport because my children go to schools where they are able to walk back home. So in the morning, I take them back to school. In the evening, they are able to walk back home. When I take them to school in the morning, it's very, very close. It takes me about 2 to 5 minutes to drop them, and I can drop them on my way to work, so it's not an additional cost, but it's so close. It's about 2 kilometers away. Not even 2, less than 2 kilometers away, and they're able to walk back home. What I like about them walking back home is they learn how to, to carry themselves when they are walking around the estate, and they also get some exercise. The whole day they are sitting learning. I would be spending so much money if I had to pay school transport for each of my children. Why? It costs 15,000 or sometimes even more for you to use school transport. So I'm so glad that I no longer have to pay for school transport and my kids are able to walk back home. Number 16 is school uniform. Schools are about to open. We are at that place where we are buying school uniform for the new academic year. I no longer buy school uniform from the school uniform shops. That's what I mean. I still buy school uniform, but I don't buy it from the shops where we are told to go and buy school uniform. What do I do instead? I either buy fabric and have my uniform stitched. Yes, this works very well because then the uniform is well fitted for each child. Or number 2, I go to Uhuru Market where I buy all my school uniform. This is where all school uniform is made. I go there, I buy my uniform. My uniform is branded, so branding is not an issue. Putting logos and all that stuff is not a problem. I buy my uniform from Uhuru Market and I save a lot of money. And I also thrift. Yes, I buy second-hand school uniform, especially shirts and trousers. If you wear generic colors such as black, white, gray, navy blue, those things are very easy to thrift and buy second-hand. I get better quality and costs are way less than buying them from the shop. Number 17 is school books. Yes, I don't buy school books from the leading bookstores in this country because bookstores tend to be very, very expensive. I still have to buy books. So what do? I go to bookstores that are hidden down. You have to go downtown. You have to go past Muthurwa. You have to go uko chini. You have to go past Tea Room to get all these bookstores that sell books at a much cheaper rate. And I also go to Muthurwa where I can either buy second-hand books or I can exchange books for one class and get books for the next class. Yes, you can actually be able to do that. Now, one thing I love about places like Muthurwa when I go to buy school books is they usually offer to cover. How about that? You go and buy books there and they cover them. When you come home, everything is good and ready to go. Exercise books are going to be cheaper. School stationery is going to be cheaper. That is how I save money when it comes to school books and school stationery. Number 18 on my list is hair care products. I used to be one of those people with long, nice, natural hair. I was spending so much money on conditioners, on deep conditioners, on detanglers, on gel, on curl defining castards. Yeah, you guys know how it goes. You know the jazz about natural long hair. I was spending so much money and so much time on my hair. Cutting my hair is perhaps one of the best decisions I ever made, and I save so much money this way. My 2 kids have also cut their hair. We all have short hair, and that has really simplified and made it cheaper for us to take care of our hairs. Now, my only child who has long hair, I usually take care of her hair. You guys know I'm all about DIY, and I've always done my children's hair at home, and this has saved us a lot of money. So simplifying our hair care routine has been such a money saver in this home. And that is it for today. Those are the 18 things that I no longer buy, or I make for myself, or I buy from a cheaper vendor. I hope you've learned something new from this video and you're going to try some of these things. If you have any suggestions, any ideas, or ways that you save money, share them down here below. We are here to help each other and educate each other. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Give this video a thumbs up. It really helps to grow the channel. Thank you for watching. I'll see you in my next video. Let's go and save some money.